Roshni girl has submitted a question, and her question is about the connection between the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the use of affirmations and visualization and tools like that. Specifically about being in the alpha state. So, what is this alpha state business and how does it really help? Because here's the thing. There are literally millions of people who have used subliminals. Some of them get results, but all of them don't. Have you tried using visualization? Has it worked? Because it should work right away. Has it worked? Affirmations, have they made a difference in your life? Listening to subliminals, has it made a difference in your life? Because vibration changes within 60 seconds. Abraham says 17 seconds, 16 seconds to 68 seconds gets momentum going so that a manifestation is already on its way. So, if you were doing visualization the way it is supposed to be done, then your manifestation should be at your doorstep. It should be sitting in your lap. It should be in bed with you. It should be in your bank account. And if it isn't, then that means that you're not doing it right. Roshni says that people tell you to repeat affirmations again and again for 21 days or 30 days or do this technique and do that technique. Why doesn't it work? Because it's not working for her. That's why she's asking this question. And I want to help you, all of you, not just Roshni, have clarity on this concept. The tool, how a tool works, how a law of attraction tool works, depends on where you are on the emotional scale when you use it. The same tool, when you use the tool and you're low on the emotional scale, the tool is going to hurt you. It's going to create more resistance in your life. It's not going to make things easier. It's going to make things harder. That's what I did to myself long ago, before I knew what I currently know. That's how my journey started. I used law of attraction and everything fell apart because I was using the tools from a place that was low on the emotional scale. The same tools, when you use them and you're high on the emotional scale, produce really quick and amazing magical results. And that applies to visualization, affirmations, journaling. It applies to every tool out there. In fact, I have just created a new program called the Law of Attraction Toolkit that has 13 different tools in it, including the focus wheel, including the 4-step process, including pre-paving, including meditation, and a description of how law of attraction works, and I don't know, 13 modules. And the link for that is in the chat, in the description below. So if you're interested, you can definitely check it out because it will show you how to use the tools the proper way. So the very first thing I want you to know is that the reason the tools work when you're high on the emotional scale is because when you're high on the emotional scale, you don't have resistance, which means you don't have negative beliefs, which means you are looking at life and you're looking at your goals and your desires positively. You're looking at them from a perspective that says, yes, this is not only possible, it is realistic. When you're high on the emotional scale, your desires seem realistic. When you're low on the emotional scale, your desires seem unrealistic. And just that difference puts resistance on your path. All your negative beliefs, the lower you are on the emotional scale, the more negative beliefs you have. The higher you are on the emotional scale, the less negative beliefs you have. And so the tools work faster and you get magical outcomes when you're high on the emotional scale. So that's the first thing I want you to understand. The second thing I want you to understand is this thing called the alpha state, which people don't really understand. Alpha state is a state of non-resistant vibration. And we are only ever there when we wake up in the morning or just before we are falling asleep, if we have turned our mind off, or we are there when we come out of meditation or a nap. Because when you start a new day, you haven't yet picked up all your negative beliefs. Why? Because they're stored on your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is a storage space for your beliefs. So when your conscious mind wakes up in the morning, it then has to go and open all the files that are stored on the subconscious mind, and there's a gap. There's a gap while your mind is waking up and figuring out what it needs to attend to during the day. And in that gap, you are in the alpha state. Alpha state is simply a non-resistant place of being. The alpha state is where we go when we meditate. The alpha state is naturally available to you when you're waking up or when you're falling asleep, if you're not thinking of anything. Soon as you start thinking about your day, you start coming out of the alpha state. So that means that when you're in the alpha state, you are really high on the emotional scale. And what that means is, if you use any tool while you're in alpha state, you're using the tool from a place high on the emotional scale, it's going to give you better results. But the problem happens, here's the problem. You wake up, you use the tool while you're in the alpha state, and then for the rest of the day, you worry. And so you cancel out the 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour that you spend in the alpha state, because you spend 18 hours out of the alpha state in a resistance place. And that is the issue. All our work, as Abraham has told us over and over and over and over and over and over again, all our work is to go up the emotional scale, because from a place high on the emotional scale, everything is possible. And things happen really, really quickly. And things that you didn't even know you had asked for, because we don't always consciously ask. We ask with our vibration when we notice something. We are always asking because we are always focusing. What we have to do consciously is to stop asking so that we can become allowing. So, Roshni, I am so happy, sweetheart, that you are really thinking about this stuff and you're asking questions that are really important questions. Your questions are the questions that I was asking when law of attraction was not working for me. It is the reason that I've done so much research about law of attraction, that I've written 18 books, and I have 4 more books that are in the works just now that will be coming out soon, one by one. And it's when I can tell you that it's when you ask questions and you get answers to your questions that you move forward with life, with success, with being happy and joyful and things working out for you. So I'm really happy that you are asking questions, and I am more than happy to respond to questions. There's nothing more than that I enjoy than answering questions for people who are really committed to doing the work to create a transformation in their lives. Nothing excites me more than that. And so keep those questions coming. Love you lots. And I really, 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 really strongly recommend getting the money together, scrape it up, and go get the course. the Law of Attraction Toolkit. It is only $57. It's not like $1,000 course. And it's because I want it to be available for everyone. But I can tell you that when you go into it and you see the value that is in it, it is $1,000 course. But I want it to be available to everyone. And so it's priced at $57. Go grab the course and you will truly start understanding how all the tools that are based on Law of Attraction work. All right, bye for now.